Let us begin in quiet. Let us rest here for just a moment, in this gentle stillness before the day unfolds. We come into this morning with open hands, with breath that rises and falls, with hearts that are willing to be present. Whatever has come before this moment, we set aside for now. Whatever lies ahead, we will meet when it arrives. But here, now, we simply breathe. We give thanks for this breath, for the steady rhythm that carries us, for the gift of waking once more to a world that continues, that invites us forward. We are grateful for the light that finds its way to us, for the quiet that holds us, for the ordinary grace of beginning again. Thank you for this body that carries us, imperfect as it may be, weary as it sometimes feels. Thank you for the ground beneath us, solid and sure. Thank you for the people we will encounter today, known and unknown, those we love and those we have yet to understand. We are grateful for the simple fact of being here, of having another day to live with intention, to move with care, to offer what we can. As we step into this day, we ask for help in remembering what is real. Help us to see beyond the noise that fills our minds, the endless stream of worry and distraction that pulls us away from what matters. There is so much that calls for our attention, so much that demands our response, and we can feel scattered by it all. But beneath the surface of our busy thoughts, there is something steadier. There is a deeper knowing, a quiet wisdom that does not shout. Help us to listen for that. Help us to trust what we know in the stillness, even when the world around us grows loud. We ask for the courage to be honest about what we see, both in ourselves and in the world. There are truths we would rather avoid, realities that make us uncomfortable, parts of ourselves we have learned to hide. But honesty is not cruelty. It is simply the willingness to look clearly without turning away. Give us the strength to face what is true, not with harshness, but with compassion. Help us to see ourselves as we are, not as we wish to be, and to meet that vision with kindness. And help us to see others in the same light, to look past the stories we tell ourselves about them, to recognize their wholeness even when we cannot understand their choices. We ask for patience today, especially in the moments when patience feels impossible. We know there will be delays, interruptions, frustrations that test our resolve. There will be people who move too slowly, who misunderstand us, who ask more than we feel ready to give. In those moments, remind us to pause. Remind us that our impatience is often just fear wearing a different face, that our frustration is often just exhaustion we have not yet acknowledged. Help us to breathe through the tightness, to soften where we have become rigid, to meet the moment as it is rather than as we demand it to be. Give us gentleness toward ourselves when we fall short of our own expectations. We will make mistakes today. We will say something we wish we could take back, or fail to say something that needed to be spoken. We will lose our temper, or our focus, or our way. This is part of being human. Help us to forgive ourselves quickly, to learn what we can and then move forward without carrying the weight of shame. We are not asked to be perfect. We are only asked to keep showing up, to keep trying, to keep choosing kindness when we are able. And we ask for the ability to extend that same grace to others. Help us to remember that everyone we meet today is carrying something we cannot see. They are navigating their own fears, their own pain, their own confusion. They are doing the best they can with what they have, just as we are. When someone frustrates us, help us to pause before we react. When someone disappoints us, Help us to remember our own imperfections. When someone challenges us, help us to stay curious rather than defensive. Let us meet each person as a whole human being, worthy of respect, deserving of patience, capable of change. We ask for clarity in our choices today. There will be decisions to make, some small and some significant. There will be moments when we are uncertain, when the right path is not obvious, when we must choose without having all the answers we wish we had. In those moments, help us to trust ourselves. Help us to listen to the quiet voice within that knows more than our anxious thoughts would suggest. Give us the courage to choose, even when we are afraid of choosing wrong. And give us the wisdom to know when to act and when to wait, when to speak and when to remain silent, when to push forward and when to rest. We ask for kindness to guide our words today. Let us speak with care, knowing that our words have weight, that they can heal or harm, that they linger long after we have spoken them. Help us to say what is true without being cruel. Help us to be honest without being harsh. Help us to offer criticism only when it is truly needed, and even then, to wrap it in compassion. And when we are uncertain what to say, help us to listen instead, to give the gift of our full attention, to create space for others to be heard. We ask for strength to do what needs to be done, even when we do not feel strong. There are tasks ahead of us today, responsibilities we carry, people who depend on us. Some days we feel equal to these demands, and some days we do not. Today, whatever our energy, whatever our capacity, help us to show up as fully as we are able. Help us to work with focus and integrity, to give our best without demanding perfection, to contribute what we can without depleting ourselves entirely, and help us to ask for help when we need it, to admit when we are struggling, to trust that we do not have to carry everything alone. We ask for peace in our hearts, even when circumstances are not peaceful. The world will not always cooperate with our need for calm. There will be chaos and confusion, conflict and uncertainty, but peace is not the absence of difficulty. It is the presence of something steadier, a quiet center that holds even when everything around us is shifting. Help us to return to that center again and again throughout this day. Help us to find our way back to our breath, to the present moment, to the simple truth that we are here and we are breathing, and that is enough. Let us not be so consumed by what might happen that we miss what is happening. Let us not be so focused on the destination that we forget to notice the journey. Help us to be here, fully here, awake to this day as it unfolds, grateful for its ordinary gifts, open to its unexpected graces. We ask for compassion, especially for those who are suffering today. There are people in pain, people who are afraid, people who feel alone. Some of them we know, and some we will never meet. Hold them gently, surround them with comfort. Help us to be instruments of that comfort when we are able to offer a kind word, a listening ear, a helping hand. And when we cannot fix what is broken, help us to simply be present, to bear witness, to remind others through our presence that they are not alone. As this day unfolds, help us to notice beauty. It will be there, even in small forms, even in unexpected places. Help us to see it, to pause for it, to let it nourish something in us that needs nourishing. Beauty is not a luxury. It is a lifeline, a reminder that there is goodness woven into the fabric of existence, that wonder is always available to us if we have eyes to see it. Help us to protect what is good in our lives, to tend it with care, to not take it for granted. Help us to be grateful not only in this moment of prayer, but throughout the hours ahead, to carry this sense of thankfulness with us, to let it shape how we move through the world. And now, as we prepare to step into this day, we ask for one more gift. Help us to trust. Trust that we are held, even when we feel unsteady. Trust that we have what we need for this day, even when we feel inadequate. Trust that there is meaning in our lives, even when we cannot see the larger pattern. Trust that we are not alone, that we are connected to something greater than ourselves, that we belong to a web of life that supports and sustains us. We go forward now with open hearts and willing spirits. We go forward with gratitude for this day and all it holds. We go forward knowing we will not do everything perfectly, but trusting that our honest effort matters. May we walk gently today. May we speak kindly. May we listen deeply. May we forgive quickly. May we love well. And may we return again tomorrow to this quiet place, to begin again, as we always can. Let it be so.